You know, when I started my first YouTube channel a couple of years ago, I didn't know exactly where to start when it came to YouTube itself. I was able to create videos, I was able to do graphics, I had done that kind of stuff for a long time. I knew how to edit. One thing I didn't know where to start is YouTube specific stuff, things like analytics, thumbnails, channel keywords, video tags. I had no idea where to start. I wish back then I would have found a guide that walked me through some of that simple upfront stuff right away that I could have quickly done. I figured it out as I went and I've got it now. And that's why I want to help you. So I do have a guide in my description. There's a link. You can sign up for my new guide, the steps to getting your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. In this video, I want to talk about that a little bit because these are things you can quickly do to optimize your channel and your videos now to get more exposure on your videos. Let's talk about that now. So what's up everybody? This is Ken the Content Coach. Welcome back to the channel. Let's jump right into the content. This may seem counterintuitive, counterproductive to what you think things should look like, but I want to tell you right up front, don't stress and don't focus completely on subscribers. Watch time is a lot more important than subscribers. Watch time, click-through rate, things like this. This is how YouTube pushes your videos out through the algorithm. That's what really matters. Now, subscriber counts are important also. It is proven that when you get up to that 1,000 subscriber mark, which matters for the partner program, if you want to monetize your content, that definitely matters. It's an outstanding goal to have. But there's also proof that when you get to that 1,000 subscriber point, that your engagement goes up. People are more likely to watch your videos. People are more likely to comment, hit the thumbs up, do all the things necessary to push your videos out through that YouTube universe so that you get more exposure. Now, I also want you to know that it does take a lot of consistency, a lot of grind to get to that 1,000 subscriber count. The average YouTuber takes 22 months to hit 1,000 subscribers, 22 months. That is a lot of videos, a lot of consistency, a lot of work, a lot of grinding, a lot of creating. All of that takes time. So as you're waiting until you get to that point of 1,000 subscribers, I want you to know up front right away, don't be discouraged. Love the process, be encouraged, reach out to somebody you trust, find help, take care of your mental health, but let's work towards that 1,000 subscriber count. So let's jump right into the tips that I have in this video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is your YouTube banner image. Your YouTube banner image is so important. A lot of people don't put enough thought into their banner image. You can see channels that when you go to their channel, you look at their banner image, they may have some sort of a stock photo or something that just really tells you nothing about your channel. Now, why that's important, because when somebody goes to your YouTube channel, the first thing that they are going to see, our eye looks at that banner image. As you know, YouTube is a visual platform, and so we choose what we want to watch by what we see. The banner image is very important. You have very little time to get people to click on your channel and actually become interested. There are a few things, a few recommendations that I have for the banner image. You want to make sure that banner image has things like your name, your channel name, maybe draw some attention to your links. And most importantly, a brief description of what your channel is about, your channel mission statement, what you do on your channel. You want to make sure that when somebody sees your channel, in that first 2 to 3 seconds, they know exactly what your channel's about. They can tell by looking at that this is what I'm going to get. This is the type of content I'm going to see here, so they can make a decision. If that looks good to them, maybe they'll hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps. So focus on the banner image, create that. Let that tell your viewers exactly what that channel is. So the next tip I have for you, let's talk about channel keywords. Channel keywords are so important, and this is separate. I'm not talking about video tags, video keywords. I'm talking about the keywords for your actual channel. I've come across so many channels that do not have keywords set up, whether it has been somebody's asked me a question about their channel and I've noticed they don't have keywords, or doing a channel review on a Friday night on my Just Stream With Me live stream. I've seen so many times where the channel keywords are overlooked. The channel keywords are important. What are channel keywords? Channel keywords are terms that YouTube can use to know what the context, the type of content that your channel has, so that will help them be able to push your content to the right audience. If you have the right channel keywords, then YouTube knows exactly who you're aiming for. They know exactly what your content's about. That is going to help the algorithm get your video to where you need it to get. Now, adding channel keywords is very simple. To get there, you'll simply go to YouTube Studio, go to Settings, go to your channel, and then Basic Info, and you will see a box that looks just like this. Now, keep in mind, you have up to 500 characters just like you do video tags. Use all of them up. You want to make sure that you use all of the available characters so that you have as many tags as possible, and YouTube will know where to push your content out to. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do I need to put here? What kind of terms should I put? Think about anybody that's going to search YouTube. Remember, YouTube, Google are the biggest search engines in the world. Think about when somebody comes to YouTube, what are they searching for? If you want them to find your content, What terms, what keywords, what phrases are they going to search when they are trying to find your video? And take that, put those into channel keywords. Make sure that your channel keywords are directly related to your videos. Make sure you also summarize even questions. It's even a good practice to put a couple of questions in there. So for example, if your channel is about landscaping, how do I weed eat around my driveway? How do I use a lawnmower? How much gas should I put in a lawnmower? Those types of questions, depending on your channel, those are going to help also, because a lot of times when somebody comes to YouTube, they're searching questions in that search box. So as soon as you're done with this video, if you haven't done so already, make sure you follow those directions. Go to your YouTube channel, update your channel keywords, make sure that you do that so then your channel's optimized based on that. At this point in the video, if you're still here right now, first of all, thank you for sticking around. If you are into this type of content, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you always know whenever I have new videos coming out, and of course, hit that thumbs up. That thumbs up is so valuable to this channel and any channel you support. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into the last tip that I have for you, and that is thumbnails. Thumbnails are so important. Once again, YouTube is a visual platform. When somebody comes to YouTube, they are using their eyes to see what they want to see, to try to find the videos they want to watch, to find the information they're looking for so they can click. Thumbnails are the first thing that people see whenever they are searching. You want to make sure that you make that thumbnail interesting enough for people to click on, because the more people that see your thumbnail and click on it, it's going to lead to more clicks. It's going to lead to the algorithm pushing your video out even further. That is due to click-through rate, CTR. That is a very important analytic that you need to be concerned about. We'll come back to that in just a second. Now, in order for click-through rate to work in your favor, you have to make sure that your thumbnails stand out. You have to make sure they get people's attention when they're searching for potential video topics. So you want to work to make sure that you master thumbnails. And when you find a thumbnail that works, kind of stick to that theme, change it up, but stick to that overall theme. Once you find what works, and this is for everything on YouTube, make sure you kind of do that again. And just as a pro tip, if you have a thumbnail that's not performing very well, you can always go back and edit that thumbnail. Don't be afraid to go back and redo thumbnails on old videos to see if maybe that'll pick up the CTR on that video. Maybe that video will start to trend at that point. Now, the way that you can find good thumbnail art, the way that you can kind of optimize and master yours, before you actually make your thumbnail for the video that you're going to put out, go to YouTube, search for the topic that you've made a video about. Look at search page 1 and see what the most viewed, what the top videos, the ranking videos, see what their thumbnails look like. You'll probably start to notice a pattern in a lot of thumbnails for that search. Now, don't copy those thumbnails. You definitely want to make sure that you come up with your own thing. We are creators, so we do create our own thing, but it's also okay to get ideas. Don't reinvent the wheel completely. Look at what's working, make it unique to you, make your thumbnail, make that thumbnail stand out the way that they have, in your own way. So back to click-through rate real quick. Click-through rate, again, is a very important analytic. It's one that YouTube uses in the algorithm heavily when pushing your video out. What the click-through rate actually is, it's a measurement of how many people, number one, saw your thumbnail, and number two, actually clicked your thumbnail. There's a whole lot of formula to this. There's a whole lot of math that I won't cover in this video, but let's just say you want to make sure that when people see your thumbnail, they want to click on it, make it interesting. Now, a quick word of caution. Don't use clickbait. Clickbait is a form of getting attention with a thumbnail that's super attention grabbing. And then once you go back to the video, when the viewer watches the video actually has nothing to do with that thumbnail. You want to make sure that you make it interesting. You don't have to give everything away in your thumbnail. Make it so that people want to click on it. But then when you actually have the content, make sure that your video is directly related to the contents of that thumbnail in one way or another. Now, there are so many more things that you can do to optimize your channel to make sure that your videos stand out, that your videos get clicked and watched. The more you do, the more you're going to learn. And this guide will help you also. So once again, in the description, make sure you download my free guide, The Steps to Getting Your First 1,000 YouTube Subscribers. Also, if you haven't started yet, or even if you have 1 or 2 videos up, make sure you check out the next video that I have for you here. This video is going to help walk you through the steps you need to be going through when you're preparing to record your first YouTube video. Hopefully this helps you. Click that video there, watch that. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out. Until the next video, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Remember, just hit record. We'll see you guys with the next video.